What's up, you guys? It's your boy DRK here, and I wanted to talk about my feud with Dynamite Scott and talk to you guys initially about the whole thing and sort of just kind of lay everything off the table because there's been things that we haven't discussed, and I wanted to discuss with you guys a little bit about it and my feud with him and stuff that we've kind of talked over ourselves about, but he hasn't really kind of given me a clear answer to some things. And so we kind of just I want to initially start off first with telling you guys what the feud has been and him acting towards me like he's put his foot down my throat and thanked me for it, sort of things like that, where he's tried to act sort of like that. But I'm not the bad guy here where I just say these things and make up any lies. Me and him have been back and forth with so much drama, and I initially just had it so much done with it, and so I needed to say what was done, and that's why I'm kind of getting it on here and talking about my feud with Dynamite Scott, because he won't and he'll never talk about it, and I will. And initially, um, it took me a while just to kind of uh, want to tell you guys, but I already wanted to tell you guys for so long. It's just been and it's been very uh, stressful these past few months. But being friends with him 10 plus years, even has gotten better though through our friendship. But I still claim him as one of my good friends always. But there's always going to be a rivalry no matter what. Who's the bigger man? Who was this or who was that? So I mean, whenever it comes to what he thinks he's the dude that does this. And honestly, I really don't care about his whole mainstream channel because he doesn't even do videos on there. He doesn't do any streams. He doesn't do any of this. He says he does all this, but he just does it so that he can try to put himself and try to claim that he's this protagonist, that he's the guy, but really isn't. And so, what really it is, it's all chirp chirp chirp. But that wasn't really my this isn't my disclaimer to go on him or you guys to go on him or anyone to go on him at any point. He's a good friend of mine though, so I've always kept him that way. And behind the scenes, to know somebody, you got to really know them, especially if you're going to talk about him. And I've known this person to talk bad about him, and he's talked bad about me. So we kind of have that. You would say like, oh, ha, you look this way, or we've had fights and stuff like that. But the rivalry and the backlashes are they were serious at one point, and that's why he hasn't really talked about it. So initially, there's been feuds of like him fighting me for some stupid reason because of this, or because he wasn't happy of this, or there would just be stupid reasons, and I wasn't. I guess I wasn't hearing or at that hearing where I was like understanding at first. But when I got brought around to where I was being his friend, that when we first became friends, it was like, there you go. Like we have something in common. And it was sort of like we just knew how to connect at that point because we had so much feud with each other that we kind of hated each other at one point where it was just hate. And there was not, because I initially thought that if you hated somebody for so long, then you start becoming friends with them. it started becoming that more and more closer, and then I make this video sound like there's a whole relationship of love coming at the end. No, uh, but no, it was more like he just became a good person of mine, but there was just so much hate towards how I felt because I've had people in the past do me dirty and stuff like that. But I'll tell you guys the reason why I said he put his foot down my throat. I'll get to that point. But to the point where I make is like he disclaims on everything that he says, and he thinks he's right about everything he says, and it's truly not right. And so I put this guy on blast many times with his channel, and we've had a feud back and forth. And honestly, nothing's ever changed, and nothing will ever change. Honestly, it's kind of the same thing over and over again. So I can't say I hate the guy ever. But to the point where I was talking about the foot down the throat, um, so that is where he's kind of gotten this way where he's been told by other people. It was initially how, when we became friends for so long, we had no problems whatsoever. There was nothing. There was just a closed gap with him being here, I'm being here. We're like closed on end of like our friendship just sort of just being there, and we were just there talking to each other. There were difference between each other because we wanted to do something different. And I'm not talking about the whole him doing this thing or I'm doing that thing. He just got jealous of things that I guess I was doing, and I could see the jealousness behind closed doors of what he really thought of me. Uh, so it's really kind of understanding a person too. That's why I said you gotta understand somebody. So behind closed doors, it was sort of like I knew, I knew internally and physically that I knew something was on with Dynamite Scott. So there was really nothing I could do except just be him trying to be honest with me, and then maybe we'll sit down and have a conversation about it. And we never had a conversation about the feud at once. We just kind of left it to where it is because we didn't want to have any drama with it anymore. But that is type of my feud. Just wanted to let you guys know this little feud that we had before. And I don't hate the dude. Sometimes he is a little hinge on times, like he's a little hingy. He'll probably watch this video and be like, "Oh, really? You made this about me?" But he's a stingy dude. I'll just say that. But he's a good dude. There's no bad blood between me and him. I think he's trying to act like he's big around me, and he knows exactly if me and him were to box, when it happens, I will beat him in that fight. So no matter the regard of him doing anything, he would never beat me in a boxing fight. For your guys' information. And for you guys, hopefully you subscribe, like this video, leave a like, comment down below. Have you guys ever had feud with any one of your family members, friends? Cloudy, comment down below. I miss you, dude. I'll play with you more in Rec Room. I've been just mostly separating myself from going on and just kind of going out and exercising, going to hang out with my friends. So it's back and forth, but I'm always still around to play on a game. So we're gonna be making more videos that are games. I've said that so wrong. We're gonna be playing gaming, possibly Rec Room. I'm so tired for this too. But I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. We have a fight coming in October. Slim Shady. Cannot wait for this fight. This fight's gonna be as crazy as it is, and I'm very excited. So that's gonna be a face-to-face off tomorrow. This weekend, actually, the face-to-face off, the first one, is actually gonna happen, and it will be on my channel. On all the other first or face-to-face offs will happen too on my channel. I'll be posting them, and then the fight will obviously be in October. So scheduled to date of why so long. Uh, just we had to move around dates, and so we thought this date would be nice. We thought this date, and it just wasn't working for us. So we moved around dates, but we finally got a good date. And why so long? I need to train more as well. So I mean, he needs more training. I need more training, and I just got done with my third fight. So this is kind of like, I this I took my first loss, and like I need to step back. So just take it time by time. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys when I see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.